Hey guys, it's your girl Leslie, and welcome to my channel. So hey guys, it's been a little bit. Here's a little bit of an update of the 1K. So currently, right now, as I do this video, it's not probably gonna change whenever I post this video or not. I'm not completely sure. But currently, it was just kind of a little disappointing because I was like, what the fuck? Okay, but it's fine. Anyway, this is what I checked. What I found out after, literally right after I posted the video, like 1 or 2 hours later, I came back and it was 996 if I remember correctly. Today's video is gonna be a request, yandere request video. Sorry if it isn't exactly what you wanted. Whoever commented, this couple, 1 or 2 of these, I think, if I remember correctly. I believe it was Jason the Toymaker. I couldn't find a Wendell. I'm so sorry. I'm not able to do that. There are some other people who actually wanted a Jason the Toymaker love story, which I'm gonna do that probably in the future because there's a lot of reading requests I gotta get through. But for now, let's get straight into this. So, hey guys, we're gonna read like another yandere Jason the Toymaker story, but I mean one shot. But I decided on this one because I felt like it made a little bit more sense, and it's kind of going with the theme. And it was a little less about us being obsessive like crazy. Of course, if you want to read this story, this particular one-shot, or you just want to read this one-shot book, I will leave it in the description. If you choose to read it, there will be a link, don't worry. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight triple into this. Yandere Jason the Toymaker, ex-reader. Lion's point of view. I'm a very happy kid. I live happily with my mother. My father, he passed away since I was still an infant. Now, that's not a happy life, you all would probably say. But trust me, my father was a military man, so he died for the sake of the people. It's nothing more than an honorable death we respect, and we leave happily thanks to him. I asked my mother a lot what kind of person my dad was. She said he was very gentle, kind, loyal man. He's very funny and supportive. To put it bluntly, he's like a dream date to my mother, despite the fact he was rarely shaved. It made me happy knowing of how amazing my father was. If only I could talk to him before his death. But here's the thing. He was murdered with claw wounds on his chest and on his back. He died around midnight, and it was very dark to be able to see anything. The killer was wanted, and there was posters of it everywhere, despite being unable to identify the culprit. All of the sadness aside, I must focus on the future. My mother had a very special friend named Jason Muir. He was from one of the most famous toy shops in England. He moved into the US a few days ago. They had been friends ever since grade school. He lived in a nearby apartment and would always stop by to say hi or visit us. He would often bring gifts with him and give them to me and my mother, but mostly I got the gifts and I'd get the toys. He would sometimes babysit me when my mother was at work, and he would play with me in my room. He was a fun guy, and I enjoyed his company. One day... excuse me. But one day, I was playing alone in my room. Mr. Jason apparently had to have a talk with my mom in the living room. I didn't feel like eavesdropping or bothering since it's adult things. I soon heard the footsteps coming from outside my door. Then a knock followed. Why, dear, this is your lovely best friend, Jason. I'm done talking with your mother, so let's play together, he said. I lit up and got up to the door and opened it, just for Jason to enter. Although he looked like he sounded like he's angry, disappointed, or sad. It's probably just some more adult thing, so I ignored it and played with him. 13 years later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I'm now 17 and I'm still with my mother. Man, time flies fast. I sure will miss my childhood, especially with the times with Jason. I just graduated high school and now I'm looking for a job to support us since my mother is now old and she needs to save up energy. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I'll get it, my mother said. I just nodded and went back to search a job in the newspaper. Subconsciously, I was paying attention to the call. I wonder who it could be. But after hearing the voice from the phone, she froze and went serious. She began to whisper into the phone something. Then my mother yelled loudly to the phone, "You aren't getting near her. Stay away from her," she said, and was the only thing I could hear. I jumped and gasped in surprise, knowing my mother yelled loudly. What's going on? Who is that in the phone? Questions began to fill my head as I rubbed my back and got up from the couch. My mother slammed down the phone back and turned to me. What was that, Mom? You made me jump there. I said half joking. Oh, nothing, she said worryingly. I just nodded and went back. I had this slight uncomfortable feeling from what just happened. Don't think I won't come for her. I mean for them. Excuse me. Man, I messed up so many things. I'm sorry, y'all. Just pretend I said them. A few days later. Well, after. I'm playing games on my computer in my room with my mom watching TV downstairs. I didn't have a headset, nor I was putting the volume at max, so I could stay aware of my mother's needs. As I finished defeating the enemy, my mother then suddenly screamed in pain. I jumped off my chair and rushed downstairs. I was in time to catch the killer, not my mother's life. He suddenly noticed my presence and looked at me. He looked awfully familiar, except he looks more like a clown. I froze as I slowly began backing away. He grinned and began walking towards me. I tried to put on a brave face. I turned around and ran into my room. I grabbed my phone and began to dial the police, but my phone was taken forcibly by him and smashed. I gasped and began to shake. He chuckled as he placed his hand on my cheek and pulled me closer. "Remember me, darling?" he said darkly. His voice was like Mr. Jason when I was a child. Wait. You're Mr. Jason Muir? No. Jason left the U.S. back to England. But that Jason is right here, deceiving both of you, he said and chuckled. What? I don't understand. I lied by saying I would go back to England. I actually just returned to my apartment and transformed into this. A few days ago, I called your mother, telling her I'm still here and I want you. That's why she yelled loudly. Then I came here and killed her so we could be together forever. She's my mother. You can't do that. She does. If none can have... What? I can. If none can have you... if none can have her, then you'll be... What? Excuse me? They changed it. Oh my goodness. Let me rewrite this. If I can't have you... Oh, wait, what? You can't do that. She is. But... if I can't have her, then you'll be the exchange, he said seriously. Me? Exchange of what? I killed your father out of jealousy of not being able to marry your beautiful mother. Remember when you were 4? Me and your mother talked. I confessed, but she rejected. I got mad and plotted revenge. So I planned to make you and to take you instead of her for an what? For an exchange of her. To me, you're like her embodiment.
he explained as he grinned widely. I grew more shocked and angry, but before I could react, he pulled me into a kiss. I tried to push him away with all my strength, but he was stronger. I then lost consciousness and fell to the floor as I ran out of breath. The last thing I knew was that he picked me up and took me away. You shall be my eternal princess. Well, actually, you should say, this author should have put, you shall be my beautiful porcelain doll, or something like that, to, you know, to embody what the motherfucker makes, you know? So, you shall be my beautiful porcelain doll. And there, that would have been perfect. But no. Anywho, I don't even know what to say about this. It's actually not that bad as I read the other ones. This is probably a really old book, and it probably is. But, I mean, it could use some improvements, but it's not relatively all that bad. Definitely could have gotten a better thing right at the end, his last line. It could have said, my beautiful porcelain doll, you know, things he makes. And I think that would have been a way better ending than what they said with the internal princess, because that just doesn't make sense for his character. But not too bad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. But anyways, back to me.
So that was a little bit of turn of events. Well, not really, because it was kind of expected. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know if it was better than the one I originally picked, but just to kind of follow the request, I kind of just continued with the yandere Jason. I don't think it was the best one to read. And I felt like they should have ended it with a little bit of a better ending, because I already told y'all what I really think would match with the character better, because internal princess, I don't think that really matches with Jason the Toymaker, especially with his personality and just how he is. I don't think that's what he would say. So but I tried my best to fix up the words, and I tried my best to make it as readable as possible and as entertaining as possible. But I don't think it was that great. I'm so sorry. I haven't read him forever, and I haven't had time to choose everything, so I'm sorry. For the person who requested Window, by the way, I'm so sorry I'm not able to find that. I have no clue where the fuck I can find it. I'm sorry. Sorry for language. But I have no idea where to find that. So I'm sorry. If you have like, if you're still here, some way, somehow, and you know where a one shot of one dull is, that's yandere, or not even yandere, please comment down below, please. Please, I need all the help I can get. For the rest of all my requests of different things and different fanfics I should read and yada yada, I will get to those soon. And for this playlist, for this yandere request, yes, this is in a playlist because I'm too lazy to go look for it back. This will probably be the last one, because I think this is what all the basic of people really wanted me to read and all that. But yeah, this will probably either be the last video for a little bit, or probably the last video of yandere request. Anyways, without further ado, excuse me, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. I mean, I really do hope you do, because, and I'm sorry this is low quality. My room is still in a little bit of the making, so it's still getting prepared, all that. The video will be up soon, the short will be up, and the detailed video will also be up. Probably next week, maybe, if possible. I'm not sure, because I'm not gonna lie, one of my teachers are kicking my ass. I tell ya, she gave me a packet, like, we're talking about 5 to 6, 7 sheets of paper. Both have work on both sides. And she gave it to me on Tuesday, and it's due by Thursday. So here's the thing. I got 3 days to do it. Well, technically 2 days. of y'all on accident. I'm sorry. Technically 2 days, okay? Then, she said it's due on Thursday at the end of the class room, which is 4th hour for me, and practically like 2.5 days. So, I tell you, I did 2 papers yesterday. I did 2 papers today, close to 3. Then I'm going to do the last paper tomorrow. That means I did it back and forth. And it was not easy. It was actually quite difficult for me. So, teacher is a B word. I tell you, I don't like this teacher. And I already explained to my mom. She's like, God damn, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much just for you starting. And you having to do all that. That's a little too early. And considering you just literally started. Literally. I cannot tell you how frustrated I was. But don't worry, I only have 1 more page left, and I'm almost I'm so close. I'm actually really close, so it's fine. I'm actually very close. So it's okay. But with no more me talking. I shall see y'all later. Bye and peace.